San Diego is an ideal travel destination for families with a mix of outdoor adventures, hands-on attractions, and stunning coastal scenery. While you can explore some areas without a car, we do recommend renting one to easily access many of the experiences we're about to highlight. However, if you prefer not to rent a car, there are other ways to get around, which we'll talk about in a bit. Hello, I'm Takara, and along with my family, we run the sites for GetSomeday.com and ScavengerHuntKid.com with the goal of helping you get the most out of your family travel adventures. In this video, we're highlighting some of San Diego's most popular family-friendly spots, along with a few local hidden gems. We've got some fun San Diego-specific scavenger hunts linked in the description below, along with a link to our 30-page San Diego with Kids destination guide. It covers things to do way beyond what we're highlighting in this video, in addition to places to eat, where to stay, money-saving tips, and so much more. Also in the description below, you'll find some recommended family-friendly activities through GetYourGuide. Now with GetYourGuide, you can cancel up to 24 hours before your tour or activity, so it's a risk-free way to start planning your family's San Diego vacation today. Now, without further delay, let's discover San Diego. If you're staying in or around downtown, or you don't plan on renting a car, here are some things you should put on your list, as many of these are stops along the hop-on, hop-off Old Town Trolley Tour. But first, let's get acquainted with the area and spend some time on the water. A San Diego Bay harbor cruise introduces you to some of the locals, takes you under the historic Coronado Bay Bridge, and gets you up close to some of the bay's most popular family-friendly attractions like Seaport Village. This lively waterfront spot is a hit with families, featuring scenic strolls, a vintage carousel, souvenir shops and galleries, waterfront dining, and plenty of spots to grab a snack and relax while soaking in sweeping views across the bay toward Coronado Island. The USS Midway Museum is a must-see, even if military history isn't usually on your list. Your entire family will be fascinated by the massive aircraft carrier with real fighter jets, helicopters, and warplanes on the flight deck. Pair this with a quick stop by the 25-foot unconditional surrender statue, which depicts the famous picture of a sailor kissing a nurse in celebration of the end of World War II. Continuing along down the Embarcadero, you'll come to the Maritime Museum of San Diego. With just one ticket, visitors can tour a submarine and several historic vessels, including the Star of India, the world's oldest active sailing ship, which has been sailing since 1863. If your family's into baseball, catch a Padres game at Petco Park, or simply tour the stadium in the off-season. Also downtown is the new Children's Museum, with a playground right across the street. We're now going to head across the bay to Coronado Island. Cross the iconic bridge via car or trolley, or take the ferry from downtown. Rent a Surrey bike and ride along the waterfront, or hop on a Segway tour to explore more of the island. And of course, don't miss the famous Hotel del Coronado. Even if you're not staying there, the wide, sandy beach here is perfect for families. Back over on the mainland, Balboa Park is the cultural heart of San Diego, and can easily be a full-day experience if time allows, especially when making a visit to the world-famous San Diego Zoo. There are over 15 museums and various cultural centers to explore. Within this 1,200-acre park, you'll find colorful gardens, scenic walks, and exquisite examples of Spanish colonial revival architecture. The Spanish Village Arts Center has studios, shops, live demonstrations, and classes led by resident artists. The old botanical building shown here, originally built in 1915, has since gone through a multi-million-dollar revitalization project and remains one of the most photographed places in all of San Diego. Take a ride on an original menagerie carousel from the early 1900s and chug along on the open-air Balboa Park miniature antique railroad. These next two hidden gems are close to Balboa Park but would require a car to access. The Spruce Street Suspension Bridge is tucked into a quiet neighborhood. It sways just enough to feel thrilling and offers a unique perspective of the canyon below. And just a quick drive from there is Harper's Topiary Garden. This whimsical front yard is filled with fun sculpted hedges, a short yet memorable stop. We'll put the addresses for these two quick stops in the description below. Old Town San Diego is like stepping back in time to the 1800s. It's a fun place to discover local history, stock up on souvenirs, and enjoy some delicious Mexican cuisine, as there is certainly no shortage of Mexican restaurants to choose from. Fiesta de Reyes is especially lively with music, dancing, and a collection of storefronts that will appeal to the whole family. And of course, Old Town is also where you can hop on the trolley tour that will take you to most of the places we've highlighted thus far. It's a fun, family-friendly way to explore San Diego. But now we're going to leave the trolley behind. The rest of the places we're going to highlight will require you to rent a car, with the exception of Carlsbad Village and the Oceanside Pier, which can be reached by train, but more on the train a little later. So if you're planning to rent a car, stick around to see more incredible places throughout San Diego County. And if you're not planning to rent a car, or you're on the fence, we'd also encourage you to stick around, because we're pretty confident that after seeing all that we're about to highlight, you'll quickly change your mind. Mission Bay has miles of flat waterfront paths that are perfect for biking, scootering, or leisurely strolls. Families can partake in a variety of water sports and play at one of many playgrounds. Mission Beach offers classic Southern California vibes with a lively boardwalk, bike rentals, and beach bonfire pits. And Belmont Park, located right on the beach, has been serving up amusement park fun for more than 100 years. With plenty of casual dining options, beachfront accommodations, and so much to do nearby, Mission Bay or Mission Beach makes a fun central home base for families visiting San Diego. Next, we'll head to the Point Loma Peninsula to explore Cabrillo National Monument. It's a great destination for families who enjoy history and nature. Here you'll find panoramic views of the bay, city skyline, and even Mexico on a clear day. Explore the historic lighthouse, keep an eye out for whales offshore, and at low tide, head down to the tide pools to spot crabs, sea anemone, and other colorful marine life. For another scenic coastal stop, head to Sunset Cliffs, also located on the Point Loma Peninsula. Walk along the bluffs and watch surfers catch a wave. There are also some great tide pools here, and for families with older, adventurous kids, scramble down to the open ceiling sea cave. But please note that it can only be accessed during very low or negative tide, and requires slippery rock scrambling and wading through water to access the cave. If nothing else, head to Sunset Cliffs to enjoy an unforgettable Southern California sunset. We're now going to head to one of our favorite places in all of San Diego County, the beautiful seaside village of La Jolla. Many families choose La Jolla as their home base simply because of its beauty, but also because there's plenty to do here with kids, especially if they're into beach days, marine animals, and outdoor adventures. There are easy coastal strolls perfect for kids that offer breathtaking views. Looking for an adventure on the water? La Jolla is known for its kayaking and sea cave exploration. If you'd rather stay on land, you can pay a notable fee to take the stairs down into Sunny Jim's cave from the appropriately named cave store. La Jolla Shores is home to Kellogg Park, complete with a large grassy area and a playground mere steps from the shore. This is also where your family would join in on an ocean kayak tour. A little ways from the park is the Scripps Pier and the nearby Birch Aquarium, where families can explore more than 60 habitats, showcasing marine life from the Pacific coast and beyond. And the views from the aquarium deck are almost worth the price of admission alone. Past the pier is Dyke Rock, a favorite spot for exploring tide pools at low tide, where you can often see sea stars, anemone, and tiny crabs. We've got a family-friendly tide pool scavenger hunt to help you identify some of the critters you may see as you explore the shore. We also have a separate video on the best tide pool locations in La Jolla, so be sure to check that out. La Jolla has plenty of family-friendly restaurants and places to pop by for a sweet treat. We highly recommend Scoops Ice Cream in La Jolla Shores and Baboy Gelato in La Jolla Village. Now let's head over to the area known as La Jolla Cove. Your kids will lose count of the various shorebirds, sea lions, and seals enjoying the Southern California sunshine. Harbor seal pupping season runs from December 15th through May 15th, during which the beach known as Children's Pool is closed to public access. Those seals and pups can still be viewed from the sidewalk above. Wander the village to peruse the boutique shops, art galleries, restaurants, and one-of-a-kind stores like Warwick's, the oldest continuously family-owned and operated bookstore in the United States. And if you happen to be in La Jolla on a Sunday, don't miss the open-air farmers market, held every Sunday from about 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. More than 120 local vendors gather to sell fresh produce, prepared foods, flowers, artisan goods, and unique handcrafted items. You'll want to be sure to stick around until the sun dips below the horizon, because the sunsets in La Jolla are legendary. Rising 822 feet above sea level, Mount Soledad National Veterans Memorial is both a historic landmark and one of the best viewpoints in San Diego County, including vistas stretching from the Pacific Ocean to downtown and on clear days, even into Mexico. Walk the circular memorial, learn about different eras of military history, and take in panoramic views of the coastline, city skyline, and surrounding mountains all in one stop. Torrey Pines Glider Port offers unforgettable views as paragliders soar above the cliffs and out over the Pacific. Even if you're just watching, it's mesmerizing for kids and adults alike. Though if you're a true thrill seeker, tandem paragliding flights with experienced instructors are available. Otherwise, feel free to observe gliders soaring overhead from the viewing platforms and enjoy a meal or snack at the on-site cafe. Further up the coast from there is Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve. If your family is into hiking, you'll definitely want to put Torrey Pines on your list. With hikes ranging from easy coastal strolls to slightly more rugged trails down to the beach, no doubt you'll find the perfect fit for your family. You truly can't beat the views here. For another hike adventurous kids will love, head north to Solana Beach to explore Annie's Canyon, a narrow slot canyon that feels like a mini desert adventure right along the coast. Walk through the San Alejo Lagoon and then decide if you want to tackle the narrow sandstone slots with ladders or take the switchbacks to the scenic overlook. No matter which path you choose, this is a fun, relatively easy hike to do with kids in San Diego County. When you're done exploring the canyon, take a short drive to the San Alejo Lagoon Ecological Nature Center. This interactive center is free to visit and offers an in-depth look at the ecosystems surrounding the lagoon. The Nature Center offers a fun scavenger hunt and activity card that kids can complete and turn in to earn a Junior Ranger badge. San Alejo State Beach is a wonderful choice for families, thanks to its wide, sandy shoreline. At the south end, the San Alejo Lagoon flows into the ocean, creating calmer, shallow waters where kids can safely splash and explore. Need a moment of zen on your family vacation? Stop by the free self-actualization meditation gardens in Encinitas. Overlooking the ocean, these beautifully maintained gardens offer calm paths, koi ponds, and stunning coastal scenery. A relaxing experience for the whole family. While in Encinitas, don't miss a stop by the SS Encinitas and the SS Moonlight, the town's iconic boat-shaped houses on 3rd Street that were built in 1929. And just a short walk or drive away on B Street is Dave's Rock Garden, a colorful, ever-evolving community art installation. What started as one man's creative project has grown into a vibrant hillside filled with thousands of hand-painted rocks, each left by visitors from all over the globe. Moonlight Beach is another family-friendly beach in North San Diego County, with a wide sandy shoreline, large playground, volleyball courts, and picnic areas. We'll continue our journey north into the seaside village of Carlsbad, where a plethora of fun stores, kid-friendly eateries, sweet shops, and unique boutiques await. If you happen to visit in the springtime, take the opportunity to check out the vibrant Carlsbad flower fields, where rolling hills explode with colorful ranunculus flowers. It's seasonal, typically open from about March 1st to mid-May, and it's one of the most photogenic family stops in Southern California. Right across the street from the flower fields and the Carlsbad Outlet Shopping Center is the Windmill Food Hall, a lively, family-friendly spot where everyone can pick from a variety of great food in one fun, iconic setting. Also in Carlsbad, fun awaits you and your family at Legoland, California, where thrilling rides, interactive attractions, and themed lands will delight the younger kids in your family. If you're visiting in the warmer months, the Legoland Water Park is the perfect way to cool off and enjoy some fun in the SoCal sun. It's seasonal, so be sure to check the website for hours of operation when planning your trip. Just north of Carlsbad is the laid-back beach town of Oceanside. The iconic Oceanside Pier is one of the longest wooden piers on the West Coast. The wide, sandy beach and paved strand boardwalk below are ideal for biking, scootering, or an easy family stroll. There are Surrey bike and bicycle rental stations set up right at the base of the pier. And across the street from the pier is the Top Gun House, which served as the home of flight instructor Charlie, Maverick's love interest in the 1986 blockbuster Top Gun. Surfing is a huge part of Oceanside's identity, and the city has made a real effort to preserve that heritage. At the California Surf Museum, you can gaze upon vintage surfboards, learn about legendary surfers, and see how surf culture helped shape California. Stop by the Oceanside Harbor to enjoy waterfront dining and/or catch a whale watching cruise, though you'll likely see some marine life and shorebirds before even leaving the harbor. Six miles inland is Mission San Luis Rey, often called the King of the Missions, as it is the largest of the 21 California missions. The historic church, cemeteries, and some of the gardens are free to wander through. The mission also offers a free app which includes a self-guided audio tour. Though if you want to dive a little deeper, there is a museum filled with unique artifacts that you can peruse for a small fee. Learn about the Luiseno people who lived in this region long before the mission was built. Imagine what life was like tending the land and cooking meals over open fires. Get a sense of their traditions and daily life as you wander through the grounds of the mission. Another fun thing to do in San Diego with kids is to take a train ride along the coast. Both the Amtrak Surfliner and the Coaster commuter train will take you from the Santa Fe Depot downtown to the Oceanside Transit Center in North San Diego County. The primary difference between the two trains is the number of stops in between. Enjoy sweeping ocean views right from your seat on one of the most scenic train rides in Southern California. If you've enjoyed the suggestions throughout this video, you're going to love the 30-page guide we've put together specifically for families planning their trip to San Diego. Head on over to SCAVENGERHUNTKID.com to get your copy. But first, check the video description below for a special coupon code just for our viewers. Wishing you and your family the absolute best time in America's finest city. For more family-friendly travel adventures in California, throughout the U.S., and beyond, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Until next time, happy travels!